Hello and welcome to another video by me and Design84. Today it's the next chapter of Super Sentai series that isn't one of my most popular, but I'm going through it because the sooner I get through this the better. And besides, maybe eventually one chapter will do better than the others, as in terms of views. So anyway, it's on to chapter 5, the very first Sentai, which is not a very creative name. Author's note: Go Ranger, the very first Sentai series. No shit. The reason why Jason sent tot his, yes, that is what he wrote down. First mission is because he was the very first Red Ranger in Power Rangers history. Well, except for, all those other ancient Rangers that get mentioned from time to time. But I digress, and which is why I'm going to be introducing a new feature, the continuity bell. Every time Zorba makes a mistake, I will ring it, and then explain what exactly he got wrong. However, Go Ranger didn't have its giant robot yet. I think that's basically his way of trying to explain that the idea of the giant robot didn't exist in Go Ranger. It wasn't introduced until Battle Fever J. The official distinction is that all the shows about a robot are Sentai, while the ones with it are Super Sentai. Content of the time train and travelling through various eras is taken from Kamen Rider Decade. No, the time train wasn't original to Decade, it was a reference to Deno. And he didn't go to different eras, he went to different dimensions. And the time train is from Kamen Rider Deno. Okay, ignore part of my previous rant. And two series I unfortunately did not enjoy as much as older Kamen Rider series. Then why did you bother doing a reference? Why not deal with something else, like a phone booth or a fast car or whatever Skynet uses, or a hot tub? In the last episode, the Search Guard time train has been revealed. That's not how you used tense. Now it's time to begin a new adventure somewhere. Even the script doesn't know which way it's going to develop. So, Radiguet has begun his quest to undo all Super Sentai teams, as I have feared. When did you fear this? Radiguet only had access to time travel once, and that was a plan orchestrated by one of his minions. He didn't actually use it himself. He also swore vengeance even the last time. He only killed Gaiuki in the past by stabbing him while he was an amnesiac crook. Was Guy an amnesiac crook? Was Radiguet? Was the narrator? Could have made that clearer. Right now we've developed time travel technology based on an ancient civilization. And those ancient civilizations inventing time travel. I believe he plans to conquer the timeline, rewrite it himself so he can become Emperor of the universe or find other missing artifacts he may have overlooked necessary for his conquest. Yes, we must stop him before he twists all time and space with convenience, said Supreme Commander Ryu. That happens, we're all done for, said Ranu in a calm manner. That is not the sort of thing you say in a calm manner. I agree, Ranu, said Billy. I wonder if there's anything we can do, said Ranu. So this is a time travel mission, isn't it? I remember Kimberly falling into a time warp, being my ancestor, and the ancestor of the others. Looks like it's an attempt to rewrite time itself, according to the United Alliance of Evil's wishes, said Billy. Everyone seems remarkably well informed for a plan they should have logically no knowledge of. That was a pretty dangerous thing for me, but it's also fun to do so, said Kimberly Hart. It wasn't that dangerous. I mean, compared to most patrols west, you were treated rather equitably, and the most threat you were under was Rita's monsters and Broken Skull's ancestors, who were about as inept as Broken Skull. But this saw something else. It's really trying to turn back time to conquer eras to ensure their reign goes undisturbed, which is exactly what happened in that Wild West episode. Oh, maybe that's why Red and Zorda and Rita also disrupt the past, said Tommy Oliver. Yes, exactly what I'm saying. It's best in creating a clone of the Green Range to get rid of us. No, it was to get rid of you. To get rid of the others, they banished them to colonial times. That move was pretty despicable. Well, we have to protect time somehow. Attack, said Satoru as he snapped his fingers. Too bad the Time Rangers aren't here, said Hoji. There are 4 people from the future who came to try and save the past to a man from the present named Tatsuya Asari. But historical Power Rangers have been through a version of these events too. Why aren't they commenting on that? Do feel bad they may no longer have their powers after they all returned to year 3000. Look, I've seen the ending of Time Rain, and losing her powers just seemed like the least change that would be possible. Caused by a ripple effect. Given that the whole sequence of events that led to the creation of their era was changed, it's likely they no longer exist at all. Oh, creepy, but as they said, maybe our success means even if you can't change history, you can always change the future. Those two things are literally the same. If you change history, you change the future of that history. That's exactly what they did by preventing the great catastrophe. I guess we can't help but really gear ourselves up. It'd be like trying to kill all the dinosaurs prematurely so Dino Earth doesn't exist, said Ryoga. That's not wacky to try and alter the timeline. Okay, Jan only repeats the words 2 times in his language, and 2, I'm pretty sure that's not how he'd use wacky. In fact, it's dangerous, said Jan. I wonder how that'll affect their brain worlds. It probably shouldn't, since they have they're unconnected to events on Earth for the most part. Unless he bumped off one of the Go-Onzas or the Shinkenzas, then the events involving them would probably cease to exist. Every other Go-Gon's okay about scouting, said Sosuke. But they are, Sosuke, said Takushiba. Knowing them, they'll know when to call for help. If they're in trouble, you can get the Geki Rangers and Go-Ons will be there. If not, we'll all be there. Why only the Geki Rangers? The other teams refusing to help unless the Geki Rangers are specifically missing? Tomoyasu began to be very deep in thought, saying, if he's deep in thought, he's not saying this. Aka read, I wonder who the hero you're looking for and when will he be revealed. I think there's an is missing there. We can't wait for too long. This time we're going to undergo the selection program, said Director Aya. I prepared Mr. Voice, our computer assistant, to introduce everything to us. It was on the lines of Leona Giordana. Okay, you have to first ring in the continuity bell. The character's name is Leon Giordino. Oh, while he did manifest in the form of a teenage girl in his one appearance, and it's specifically noted that as a result of transferring himself via alchemy, he was born a man. And his name shouldn't change just because he's a girl. Unless he identifies as trans and wants to change it. But now he has limited intelligence. Then why are you relying on him? By the way, Zordon, thanks for having lent us your help to get the Search Guard time train finished on time. Wait, I thought the Search Guard time train was ancient technology. What the hell did Zordon have to do with that? It's a pleasure to be part of this alliance. Though I may not be able to have the same powers I had before my near demise, I can still help with my knowledge. I also had fun with the Go-On engines myself, said Zordon. That would have been fun to see. Or breed, or whatever. Broken Skull can be seen with Professor Makino, loading the supplies to the Search Guard time train. What supplies? Do we intend this to be a long-term trip? They've begun finding a new hobby with a new scientist. So, what they did in space. Helping the heroes behind the scenes and working at the base. Nice. You'll need all the supplies to get it done. You could be stuck for a few days on your trips or more. If we need more, we'll send it to him, said Professor Makino. If they're stuck, then you won't be able to send it to him unless you've got a second time train ready. He's right, said Boke. You may even need a bed to sleep in when you're stuck there in case of engine trouble and we can't reach you out. Surely you could provide him with money so he could go to a hotel or something. Thanks, Professor, said Jason. Ciao, Genius Leona Giordana. And now, again, it's Dinone. And I'm not ringing the bell, you know what I said. Well, folks, sorry to keep you waiting. Time to activate the monitor. Mr. Voice finally appeared. He was once an avatar of Leona Giordana. You already said that. Now he was an assistant program. Greetings, Mistress Leona. This is the first test of your genius, said Mr. Voice. So I think it's time to select who's going for the first mission. As for now, there are some who have not yet met. What? Because we are now serving now as Kurokos to watch over the timeline now and then. What the hell did that sentence even mean? It's important you take the initiative to meet each other. Well, same to you, Mr. Voice. Now your first day as a programmed being now begins, said Leona. I guess it's time to test the newcomers to see how competent they are, said Mr. Voice. Now presenting Director Aya Odagiri, live in concert. So who will be like this? Every team is assigned a Red Ranger field command unless we say so. Another person eats. There's probably some words that could be due to be cut or added there. It's being Commander Lieutenant. I think it'd be a true test to be lying to actually send Jason to lead the first mission. Me? Said Jason startled. Well, I'm just some stranger who dropped from the sky. You can't be serious about that. You're familiar with this world, the Super Sentai heroes. You're the toughest heroes I've met so far. But to be fair, Jason barely takes part in the team-ups, even at the time this fic was written. Most he was in Forever Red, and most Cole did, while it was impressive, was blow up a giant dragon with a bike. Ike, you have shown your courage and your will, Jason, in the face of battle. Plus, you are a NASA pilot, said Supreme Commander Ryutendo. How does a NASA pilot have to do with being a natural leader? And with you, I can entrust. And with you, I can entrust you with others, namely Ryunosuke, Hunt, Kota, and Umiko, to assist the first Super Sentai group. So basically, he's being assisted by Shinken Blue, Goon Green, Hurricane Yellow, and Deca Pink. And yes, the result is the team has the exact same colour scheme and gender ratio as the Go Rangers, which is something the author tried to do to be cute, but it honestly just comes across as shoehorned, as opposed to coming up with a valid reason why these people are being sent over more practical candidates. Jason, I believe you can do this. This is more than a test, it's an affirmation of your courage, said Tommy Alva. We will prove ourselves to be aligned so we continue to be of help to you, Director, said Jason. Oh boy, it's been a long while since we battled evil, said Hand merrily. Hey, this isn't the time to play around, said Ryunosuke. I'm not even sure the author knows how to spell his name, he's got it wrong every time. We have to make our field leader feel at home at one of the new ones. Oh, sorry, said Hand, but I'll never forget about meeting you in Junk World. Who could forget that? Right now, let's focus on this mission, said Ryunosuke. Let's get serious about this, said Kota. Then, good luck then, said Supreme Commander Ryu. The two did a handshake, and for some reason this is a separate scene. Now it was time to deploy the Search Guard time train to the Sentai year 1975 in an attempt to stop the United Alliance of Evil from conquering the Go Ranger era. Jason felt nervous about being entrusted with a group of total strangers, yet he was always an outstanding field leader. He'd been amazed at the Search Guard time train's technology to pass through anywhere, anytime, without destroying anything. Why did it destroy anything? I've driven spaceships, this is something else, said Jason. He did a perfect parking. Where the hell can you park a train? Accepted the station, and surely another person would come along and take over the train if you did that. Everyone got down to everybody's amazement. They're amazed they were able to walk away from that landing. So, you're a spaceman, aren't you? Asked Hunter Maze. But I am, said Jason. Now I'm your ally and fellow ranger. So, we're here, said Ryunosuke. The 70s, an era where I didn't exist yet. What an old era, said Han. And not much fun stuff back then. Oh boy, I hate to think if I were born in an era with less cars. Okay, one, Han has never really even established a car thing. His main vices in Goonja were being a cross-dresser and being a ladies' man, and having multiple jobs he wasn't that good at. In fact, his partnered engine was a bike. He should not be obsessed with cars. I wonder what they want to do in here, said Umiko. Because this era is an important milestone in Super Sentai, said Kota. You don't say. None of us were born here yet, said Ryunosuke. Well, most of you didn't, said Jason, but I was a child by then. I bet to be most of you weren't. We've got to explore the place, search for Go Rangers as well, based on the pictorial information. We should be operating a curry shop based on the information given to us. By the way, Ryunosuke, I wish that I really have a match with Hikoma Kusakare sometime. I could learn much from him. He's referring to G there, and I don't think G was much of more of a combatant in Shinkenja than he was in Samurai. I could learn much from him. Oh, no problem, Jason. He's always willing to take a willing student. Even Bulk and Skull are now enrolled, said Ryunosuke. Meanwhile, the Go Rangers were doing their scouting in their human forms. Are they aliens or robots now? The Go Rangers are as follows. Tsuyoshi Kaijo, Aka Ranger, 24 years old. Akira Shinmei, Owl Ranger, 25 years old. Daita Oiwa, Key Ranger 1, 23 years old. Peggy Matsuyama, Momo Ranger, 18 years old. And Kenji Asuka, Mido Ranger, 17 years old. There's no sign of Black Cross anywhere, but we can't be too sure about it, said Siosi. On the other hand, let's prepare for full surveillance of the entire area. We can't be too sure about it. That's redundancy, more redundancy? I can't agree anymore, said Akira. I'm sorry, Kaito, your leadership has just been so stiflingly incompetent. I have to leave. And also a fun fact, Akira is played by the same guy who played Kamen Rider V3, Zubat, and Big One. And also point out the fact they refer to him by him and Shio's given names is inaccurate. In Go Ranger, they were always referred to as Kaijo and Inmei. It's always better be safe than sorry. As a terrorist organization, who knows what terror their leader has planned for society. Black Cross aren't a terrorist organization, they're alien invaders. As Black Cross could be getting more subtle with their activity, said Peggy. Peggy, the Black Cross do us leave everything up to a man in a carnival mask. What about them is subtle? That's right, said Gonpachi. The underguard Gonpachi is their commander, Edogawa. Why he's with them, I don't know. Especially soon that going by the show, he should be operating their base, ace in its guise as a curry house. Sometimes the enemy moves in the shadows, or most of the time to avoid detection. They do learn from their mistakes in the last battles. Well, clearly not, considering they still go through the same send out a masked monster to cause havoc. At the Black Cross Fortress, the Black Cross Führer was suddenly faced by an unusual visitor. Turns to be Garcha, sent by the United Alliance of Evil. Way to kill the suspense you built up there.
Whoa, who is this old man? You should learn to pay respect to Black Cross Führer,
asked Iron Man Master General Temujin as he saw Garcha entered. That's one match that he entered in two. Temujin generally doesn't go by that full title. It's generally only referred to as General Temujin or just Temujin. Garcha entered, making a cordial bow to Black Cross Führer.
Noble Führer, I am Garcha, High Priest of Gordom. I'm a member of the United Alliance of Evil from the future,
said Garcha. The good thing about next chapter, Garcha's not in it, so I don't have to do this voice much longer.
From the future? You must be kidding me, said Black
Cross Führer. He's voiced by the same actor who did Professor Gill in Ikaida and Professor Monster on Spider-Man. And so, that's the kind of thing I'm looking to evoke here.
I don't have any time for jokes, old man. I still have the Go Ranger to destroy and this world to conquer, so beat it!
Beat it seems way too casual for a Black Cross Führer. Black Cross Führer began firing some laser beams.
Please hear me out. We do not believe even there is some proof of our futuristic technology,
said Garcha's look.
Oh wow, you can look sinister. You clearly must be from the future.
Only future people look sinister.
Whoa, amazing,
said Iron Man Master General Temujin.
You can actually emote. I'm stuck behind this mask I'm forced to wear as part of our aesthetic. I hope we can negotiate a real deal. Well, I can only propose right now. In fact, we have to set bombs across Tokyo. But I need a drill-based monster,
said Black Cross Führer. Now, what the hell was Garcha doing here if they already had a plan prepared?
And these bombs will help. I will help you carry out the task, said Garcha. You'll provide me with a monster? No, I'll just give him the bombs. Then you're pretty much useless.
He's and his companions are now searching across Sentai year 1975. I'd just call it Tokyo, please, for any possible curry shop. Only to get some comedic rejections. And known to them, the snack gone was really the Go Ranger headquarters. How do we not know this? Were we not briefed at all?
Take it easy, will you?
Said Vianosia to Gonpachi. I have no time to believe such nonsense. You from the future? Ha, said Gonpachi. You youngsters sure know how to throw bang. I'd know of any Go Ranger here. Here, okay, but if someone came into my curry house out asking about the secret Sentai team that I am secretly a mentor to, then I would realize this person might know something important, and I wouldn't throw him out. I would take him in and ask what he knows, and then if it's important, I'd hear him out. Please, hear us out, pretty please, said Han. It's no use, I have no time for jokes, said Gonbachi, politely closed the door on them. Ah, that's nice. I'll have to search further, said Jason. And the ground began to shake for a few seconds, but it left a crack on the ground. Anticlimax much? Okay. An earthquake, said Cody saw a crack. I feel a coda, said Jason. Dreamily, as she know how to trace it. It's always been a resourceful perk as far as I can remember. You mean you don't know? Remember shaking stopped after a few minutes. Unknown to them, guards had managed to create a deal with the Black Cross Army. Well, of course they don't know. They weren't in the scene. At the underground caverns where the Black Cross are working. The underground caverns that were never introduced prior to this. So what do you people propose? Asked Iron Man Master General Intelligence to Renegade via communicator brought by Garter. As you see, we are here to get rid of every Super Sentai force to ensure the success of evil in the future. I intend to shake down Tokyo into a rubble. So that to be into rubble. Drill Master should start drilling passageways and installing a plan to blow up Tokyo, said Renegade. And yes, he did call that monster Drill Mask. The monsters in Go Ranger weren't that creative. And here's a picture. Renegade Sarah, what are your orders for me then? Said Garter. Be on the guard for any Super Sentai warriors or Power Rangers. I believe they've discovered our plot too soon if you do not realize that happens. And, what does that even mean? You are, after all, in charge of this project, said Renegade. At once, my lord, said Garter.
I don't trust him, but I'll play along. When the mission is done, Black Cross Fuhrer will have all the glory,
said Iron Master General Temujin. And now he's missing the man part of his name. Back to the USS PR agent and sent for a mission, they started to encounter the Zoldas. Let us beat them on, said Jason, clenching his fist. As they're fighting, Drill Mask suddenly surfaced. Juve, you're interfering with the alliance between the United Alliance of Evil and the Black Cross Army, said Drill Mask. Okay, he probably could have used a different word to alliance, like union or something. Okay, let's deal with him. It's Henshin time, said Jason. Oh god. But before they were going to transform, so it's not Henshin time, the Go Rangers finally arrived. They all changed their human forms to their Go Ranger forms in the blink of an eye. Aye, okay, just give me a minute to find the right song. On before them stood Aqua Ranger, Owl Ranger, Mido Ranger, Momo Ranger, and Key Ranger 1. That's the wrong order. It should be Mido at the end, Key third. I found the song now.
Aqua Ranger,
Owl Ranger, Mido Ranger, Momo Ranger, Key Ranger. And he got them wrong in the roll call, which is the second ring of the continuity bell. Image of Sentai, Go Ranger. Okay, the thing he got wrong this time is that their roll call was the five of us assembled Go Ranger. They don't call themselves Himitsu Sentai in universe. Whoa, huge first Super Sentai group, said Jason. I think we got our luck changed. What does that even mean? The Go Rangers were fighting Drill Mask, just about getting the head guards a bit. Who's this guy? Said our ranger who was trying to fire an arrow. Okay, that's also out of character. The arrow is called the Blue Cherry, or in the latter parts of the series, the Ultra Blue Cherry. Whoa, what? I am Garter from United Alliance of Evil, said Garter, using telekinesis on the Go Rangers. The Go Rangers hit solid ground. Our Rangers' arrows were bounced back. Whoa, what power, said Aqua Ranger. United Alliance Evil officer so soon, said Jason. Should probably be an Alliance officer. That just sounds clunky. This time, he and his companions were able to morph, but we're not going to describe it or give them a roll call. Guys, you gotta deal with Garter, said Jason. So, you think you could stop us, huh? Said Garter. We can't let you intervene. Mystical gibberish! Okay, this error stems from the TV Neon sub, which translated Garter's spell L's, or rather didn't translate them, just by writing mystical gibberish, since that's what I was saying. I think he was saying phonetically is more into Ghetto Goldom! In an instant, Drill Mask was gone. So, did Garter kill him? Teleport him away? Hey, it's very vague.
Hey, where'd he go?
Asked Echo Ranger. He's gone somewhere, said Red Ranger 1. With him a future. Hey, that sounds preposterous, said Meteor Ranger. Why can't you just say you're another superhero grouped ways and all? I have to agree. But, hey, you do not need to mention you have a future. They would have accepted you just being another group of heroes. We'd like to extend our hospitality, though. Come to our curry house, Noble One, said Key Ranger 1. Oiwa would not be this formal. Crud, they threw me out once, said Shinken Blue. How does he recognize them? They showed up fully morphed. The heroes finally went to the curry house for some snacks. Sorry about what happened earlier, said Gonpachi. We simply can't reveal who we are. With a secret task force going, we keep ourselves at that name for as long as we should. Do have some curry while we replenish ourselves before we resume the battle against Black Cross. I guess I was wrong to overreact, said Ryunosuke. Thanks, said Jason, it was pretty new to food. Somehow there have been strange earthquakes and I believe they will lead somewhere. Cooperate with me will find the trace of the earthquake. I think I know how to do this, said Kota. Since I have the airfield and I think I can trace the ground to hear the noise. Might get a bigger picture of what's going on. And under them, Trini snuck out somewhere as a head Kuroko. Suddenly saw the updates started going on. Oh, so the Kuroko are just members of the Alliance who've been sent ahead as scouts. Why do they need to be Kuroko? Can't they just be regular scouts? So we're planning to bomb all of Tokyo. Let's warn the others at once. This just can't be good, said Trini. Okay, now I'm just wondering how she knows that. How does he find the villains? She's moving along with her draped outfit. Draped? Hey, just pathetic supposed to happen. This is awful, said Trini. They bomb all of Tokyo. A lot of people will die. You don't say, Trini. At the United Super Sentai and Power Ranger Alliance headquarters, they got Trini's message. What's this? Bomb Tokyo in the past, said Supreme Commander Ryutendo. Renegade sees in doing so, destroy every Super Sentai that follows. The number ones that preceded them, they should still be You're right. Trini, contact Jason immediately. Good job. Go back to headquarters. Sorry, Chief, gotta find that bomb switch, said Trini. Trini, said Supreme Commander Ryutendo. Before anything else, Trini immediately closed down her communication. Much as Supreme Commander Ryu stayed. Old Supreme is an act for lively girl, but she's been too energetic at times. So she can also drive me crazy, said Supreme Commander Ryu. You've known her for like a day. Hey, how do you know she drives you crazy? Yeah, never mind. Okay, back to Sentai in 1975, Trini closed communications and was about to do her job. Okay, I found what I'm looking for later. Sorry, Chief, I've gone that far. I'll go back to headquarters. Orders would be over, said Trini. Trini entered into the cavern to find out bombs have been located everywhere via an electronic map. She found out that Iron Mask General Temujin and guards are now getting bombs located everywhere in Tokyo City. Not how we can do that from one on small tunnel. The Go Rangers together with Jason, Ryunosuke, Hunt, Umiko and Kota found themselves only to more bombs. Shouldn't they only found themselves more bombs? Arms? Wait, we're only getting bombs. Seems they're being manually operated, said Umiko. It seems like a rather inefficient plan to destroy Tokyo. I think so, said Daito Oiwa. I was saying good, we're doomed, said Kenji. Okay, that's another bit of misnaming. He was like the other males, he was referred to by his surname. He should be Midori Kawa. I can't agree with you more, said Hunt. Don't think like that, said Tsuyoshi Kaijo. Oh, you get the bottom of this if we try. There's two missing there. Apparently some clues do lead to this mountain. Wait, a trail of gunpowder. Looks like it, said Jason. I believe they're trying to bomb all of Japan. And, okay, but I'm going to note that the author doesn't seem to realise just how much explosions it would take to blow up the entirety of Japan. It would take a lot more than enough to than a trail blanketing Tokyo. That's all these bombs and nukes. This plan will not cause more than a few buildings crumbling into the earth. Let's sneak in there, said Jason. That's the same paragraph as the Mason. Tsuyoshi, I suggest you lead the way. We follow. No problem, said Tsuyoshi. Began sneaking the mounts in different directions. Jason mastered some espionage techniques. When? He was knocking down several Zolters and Calfs. Zolters being the mucks from Go Ranger. But to take care of that, said Jason. At the mountain cavern, guard was now the switch. It,
I used to be the one to press the switch. You're having all the fun.
said Iron Man Mask General Temujin, and now the man is back. This is my mission! Visit United Lines of Evil Business now, said Gaja.
Hey, can't we stop arguing? I still have more drilling to do,
said Drill Mask. The two argued. Jason prowled and threw a straw at both of them to distract the... It just ended with a comma. What the? Said Gaja. Well, El thought we'd never discover. That sentence could be constructed a lot better. That's where you are wrong, said Jason. And quick, Dita, grab that switch, said Josie. Again, it should be Oiwa, not Dita. Dita grabbed the switch after ramming it across everybody. Everybody ran into, should be out towards the stairs after they wrecked the control room. They led them to the stairs to a game of catch the switch. It's, give that switch back, said Gaja. Oh yeah, it's all your fault, Iron Man Mask.
My fault? It's your fault, you stupid old man,
said Iron Man Mask. Okay, I'm gonna go with Temujin here. He's the one. It is Gaja's fault since he decided to insist on pressing the switch. It's okay, said Data did a strong kick and the switch hit Gaza. Did he kick the switch? Because otherwise that shouldn't be possible. Causing it to explode. Guards have been knocked out by an explosion. Curses, said Gaza, who had been hit by a strong explosion. I thought he was knocked out. The Go Rangers went back to their henchman suits to beat up the Zoldas. As Jason's team cooperates well, they henchman their superpowered selves to beat up Gaja and the Red Ranger 1 challenged Gaja to a fight. Again, how can you knock out... How can Gaja be in the fight? He's been knocked out. But it wasn't as easy as it seemed. Gaja's moving too fast. But they gotta put our brain together, said Pink and Blue to Go on Green. Can't say more, said Go on Green. Both Go on Green and Pink and Blue attacked Gaja together and he was hit by Hurricane Yellow's hammer. Good job, guys, said Red Ranger 1, who landed a wound on Gaja. I'll be back, said Gaja, who teleported away. It was then time to challenge Drill Mask, who was tunneling underground. He's tunneling underground. We gotta beat him somehow, said Aqua Ranger. I think I know what to do, said Mo Ranger. Key Ranger, you know how to trace his movements? And Key Ranger 1 placed his ear on the ground, trying to know where Drill Mask was heading. In a nick of time. Should be the nick of time, but whatever. And he was able to get the right spot and grab Drill Mask by the legs and threw him into the air. Mia Ranger threw his boomerang and Arrow Ranger fired some arrows at Drill Mask. I point out those attacks have names. It's the Midomarang and the Blue Cherry. Let's face him now, said Aqua Ranger. I do the Go Ranger Hurricane. Okay, the continuity alarm ringing here is back at the Go Ranger Hurricane was introduced the episode after Temujin died. At this point of the series, it was the Go Ranger Storm New Power Operation. Mind if we join? Asked Red Ranger 1. Okay, said Aqua Ranger. Now it's time to finish him. Everyone, kick a ball around to give it more explosive potential, said Red Ranger 1. How do you know this? Red Ranger 1's team of Go Ranger began to pass the ball around, storing it with much energy. In a final blow, Aqua Red kicked the ball to Drill Mask, which turned into a pail of acid. You can't just have it turn into a pail of acid. You have to begin the sequence with Momo Ranger saying, Go Ranger Hurricane, whatever it turns into. Are you ready? Here we go! Mido! Oh man, Mido kicked it to Key and Key kicks it to Ow and he says, Akka, crowding try. And Akka leaps forward and kicks it yelling, End the ball! Oh, hey, what the? Said Drill Mask. The acid hit him, dissolving him quickly. Whoa, that's kind of cool, said Red Ranger 1. Freaky, said Deca Pink, who watched Drill Mask melt. Nice to know that Umiko contributed to this chapter, it really is. Acid! Acid! Ah! Screamed Drill Mask so he blew up. Wouldn't a borehole be a more suitable weakness for a drill monster? I guess we thank you. Even I'm not sure you did anything of note. I wonder if you're just from another country opposing a Black Cross, said Aqua Ranger. Not really, you'll find out who we are, said Red Ranger 1. I guess you can just hang out for a while before you leave, said Aqua Ranger. Okay, given how serious and professional we Go Rangers were, I doubt they hang out. Sure thing, said Dayton. I just want to explore a strange new world to me. They finally went to the snack garden once more. The heroes are enjoying their meal. Honestly, the story you said was still unbelievable, said Gonpachi. Mean you're from the future and you from another world? I don't know, maybe I still have a force opposing a black cross. I'm just skeptical about this. Well, it's time we show you our dirty little secret, said Jason with a smirk. As I said, we're here to ensure a path to protect a secure future. Going just went to the site where they found the Search Guard time train, which is apparently untouched in all the craters. Whoa, said Kenji, it's crazy. So you're aliens? Oh, it's a cool ship. Mind if I join in sometime you in one of your trips? Stop it, said Tsuyoshi.
We still have our mission to think about and you still have a lot to learn.
Oh, sorry about that, said Kenji. Besides, when we meet again, you'd be way older than I am, said Hans. I mean, he'd be like in his 50s, 40s, whatever. Never not that much older. We only have to go now. I feel we might run into each other again or our other members, said Jason. The bomb's short-circuited. That was anticlimactic for a whole evil plan. Okay, this isn't the funny laugh you seem to think there's, Mr. Akizuki. Thanks, said Gonpachi. Wherever you are, whatever world you belong in, I hope you keep it safe from any threats. Jason, Ryunosuke, Hans, Umiko, and Coach did their salutation. It was time for them to go back to the future. Meanwhile, guards retreated in disgrace back to the Sentai year 2011 at the United Lines of Evil headquarters. As Renegade was crossed with the lack of competence of his subordinate. Such a simple task, you could not do it. I didn't bring you back so you could make excuses to me, said Renegade, who fired some deadly bolts at him. Forgive me, master, said Guardians in pain from head to foot. Then go and think of what you can do for your lions while you're in nerve-wracking pain before I draw your blood out, said Renegade angrily. Yes, sire, said Garda, who was bleeding.
It's hard to make time for the things
We all can be seen sneaking at Garda's pain, so Yaib and Tiska. Go ahead, laugh if you want. I will have the last laugh, said Garda as he was still in pain. Don't even laugh, Ryuan, Yaib and Shizuka, for any of you could be next in my punishment list. As you know, I don't tolerate failure. I even start sentencing people to their death, said Renegade. Why haven't you? I'm sure there's a large resistance movement who are technically guilty of treason in your warped mind. Yes, sire, said Yaiba, Shizuka, and Ryuan. Flores got to the room, having done his job. Flurry was disgusted having to throw away dead bodies of executed prisoners without any gloves. One, gloves are part of his design. How did you miss that? And two, I thought Renegade hadn't started sentencing people to death. Why are there dead bodies? I said, tell Emperor Renegade what a great person I am. That way I can get my recognition and even take over this organization that doesn't see talent, said Florius. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Well, sire, that you send me next for your mission and you'll succeed, said Florius with a poker face. Can't read mine. No, you can't read on my poker face. In your dreams, snowman, said Umbrella. Enough bickering, said Renegade. So what's the next plan? Does anybody have another plan to try and distort the past? Or maybe you could go back to early McGo Ranger's timeline and try again. I don't know. Sire, I do propose you send me to the next mission, said Umbrella. Well, said Umbrella. Wait, what? Umbrella, I'll send you for the next mission with crime. I do believe you have some way to deal with detectives. Crime may be a big joke, but it's fun to crush the jacket team in cold blood, said Renegade. One, if you fail to stop Go Ranger, why do you think Jack will be any easier? Two, crime are not a joke. They threaten to bomb the entire world with nukes. And three, Jaka are not detectives, they're government agents. It's indeed an honor, Emperor, said Umbrella. Next target would be the Jaka team. I've already prepared the ultimate quartet of destruction in the path. All it takes is to become one awesome machine of destruction. I know this is going, and when you get there with me, you're probably not going to like it any more than I am. Well done! By the way, to take Flurry to clean the stains of the execution yard. Why is that phrase a question? He hasn't washed off the blood there, and I want to make room for fresh one, said Renegade. Make me do it, sire, said Shizuka statistically. I want to be the one cleaning these blood-soaked poles. Shizuka began to whip Flurries real good till she was no longer her normal self. Just then, Renegade was in deep thought of his guinea pig. What guinea pig? Yeah, I've been fired blast Flurries. Shizuka may still have retained her charities in part, but at least he's going to become colder and colder like Maria was. Now perhaps she would serve me well, even for one of my royal consorts, but I believe I deserve better consorts, said Radiguet. I know, Shizuka is a supermodel in universe as of Gokaija. You're not going to do better than that, Radiguet, especially with your ethnicity. Back at the United Super Sentai and Power Rangers headquarters, the first business assessed. Well, Jason, I commend you, did a great job. Looks like you Power Rangers will be with us, Ben. I hope you return to your world soon. Bugger off and leave us to our problems. I believe we're able to learn the language of this world by some strange phenomenon that we can't understand or seek to understand it, though, said Supreme Commander Ryutendo. Okay, why are you only now bringing this up? Surely this should have come up during the recruitment stage. Thanks, Supreme Commander Jason. Oh, I'd like to have more martial arts training soon enough. You mean more martial arts training? You are an martial artist. Tommy Oliver then gave Jason a pat on the shoulder saying, congratulations on your first mission. By the way, let's train like old times, shall we? I won't mind at all, said Jason. Mind if I join in, Jason, like old times? Tree said in a rather spunky fashion, doing her combat position. Oh, said Jason, who suddenly was knocked out by Tree's punches. Seems like a rather understated reaction to being punched out. Looks like you're going to need a lot of retraining, said Tree with a smile. In his mind, he met Super Sentai's very first Red Ranger. No, he met him in person. So the past era is very different. No giant robots and costume that wouldn't look so good by today's standard, said Jason for his mind. Man, screw you, Jason. The Go Ranger suits are an all-time classic. Power Rangers have just begun adjusting to the strange new world they're in. Will they be able to return home soon? However, the United Lines of Evil would not give up that easily. And that's where our chapter ends. The chapter, not great, the Go Rangers are there, but the author clearly never saw the series, even took the effort to try and read a guide to them, since they're all very much interchangeable, giving rather generic dialogue. It wasn't for him describing their weapons, and even then, he only did it for 3 of them. We don't get any mention of key range Oiwa's wrestling moves, Kaijo's whip, or Peggy's exploding earrings. No, really, Peggy Matsuyama has exploding earrings. Look it up. Anyway, next time we focus on Jaka Dengeki Tai, and just the team led by a Red Ranger was visited by Jason, and the team led by a White Ranger after being led by a Red for most of its run. Well, I think it should be obvious who's going to be the main focus Power Ranger for that chapter.